Hello, everybody. Hello, Cass. Hello, Creature. Hello, Nemi. Hello, I'm very excited because I've heard nothing but good things about the Stanley Parable, and I know nothing about it at the same time. I've only heard people say it's a really good game. And I know, it's a game where you get asked a bunch of questions and you have to make answers, and like there's a funny narrator. That's all I know. That's literally all I know. I watched the original Stanley Parable, like the really, really short one, back when it released, like the Markiplier playthrough. I don't remember what the fuck happened in that video. Like, I actually have no idea what I'm getting myself into. The peak? Hell yeah. One of my fave games ever. I'm so happy. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, so I'm gonna boot up the game. Finish the window. Hopefully that is better. God, the Stanley Parable. Stanley Parable. Is this a good game to play after you haven't had much sleep and you came out of a 6-hour stream yesterday? Like, am I gonna have my brain fried? Is that what's gonna happen today? You what? Don't worry about a creature. Stream yesterday was a doozy. You don't need to do much thinking. Oh, well, that's great. I'm not great at the whole thinking thing. That should be alright. Inglés, English, Francais, Deutsch, Español, Portugués, Italiano. I don't know. Polski. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see if I could read it. I learned Hangul once, but I forgot. HA doesn't. I don't really remember. God damn it. All right. And Nihongo. We're just gonna go in. That's Korean. I'm pretty sure. I know it's Korean. The script is called Hangul. I just don't. I can't remember how to read it. I used to be able to read Hangul pretty all right. I can't speak Korean, but I just taught myself their writing system. Should I tell Issa about this? I keep the fact that you didn't sleep. Sleep. My first. What? Oh, wait. Huh? What are we? What are we telling me about? What? Not that way. Get my brain. I was also like, wait a minute. Well, indeed, Cass. Orai, hvad fanden? Det er for tidligt at komme i retten, drengene. Red mig. Only Cass is gonna understand what I just said. I should sleep. I'm sorry. No, it's alright, creature. Hello, Mocha. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's okay, creature. It's okay. We all make mistakes. You have anything to say before the jury? Your Honor, respectfully, it wasn't me. No. You played Stanley Parable before. No. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. There. I'm a little late. Was watching an anime. What is this fun I missed? Allegations. Creature being sus? Yes. Gonna be like field situation. Wait, what's the field situation? Huh? I'm so confuzzled. Should I? Is this a thing I should? Off context. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll send you the screenshot. Okay. Please enter the current time. Trust me. It's 9. Oh. 9:12 p.m. Note, accessibility settings can be accessed from the... Getting there again. I'm still sad I lost my 10 stream streak. Or... That's... But at least we're getting those numbers up. A bit. Video. Screen. All right, guys. It's time for the Stanley parable. It's time to get this show on the road. I'm going to turn the game up a bit. Oh my god. Okay, so I looked into this. This game should take between 2 and 4 hours. So we're probably going to, or I'm going to try and see if I'm able to get through the whole game in one stream. Already been informed where it travels fast, buddy. Alright, let's get into this. Begin the game. Never, the end is never.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Thank you for the raid.
Thank
you so much for the raid,
Jens. Was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Autism coded?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So I bet there's gonna be like a thing where the narrator is gonna like say something if I just stay still. Like if I just stay put. He's gonna get mad at me. Let's unplug our brain. I could do multiple runs, I guess, where I go and try and do different things. I'll stay here for now. want to see how long I have to stand here until the narrator gets pissy with me. Tick tock, tick tock, tock, tick tock. Am I hot? I can't jump. Crouch. Can I go onto my desk? F1. Didn't do anything. What? What does that happen when I spam my E button? What? What? Oh, when I hold left click, it just moves forward. Okay, fine. I'll leave my office. Let's wait one more minute. Fine. N. Welcome back, Cass. 11. 12. Okay, the clock doesn't move. Comfort of my bed. Oh, hell yeah. The gameplay? I know, right, Nemi? Absolutely riveting. Fine, I'll leave my...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The window? Can I pick something up?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Get out of my head! Oh. Hey! I turned the computer off! Narrator man, did you see that? I turned the computer off! Or just called you out? He did. I was seeing people playing the game for the first time. Turn off. Turn off the... Also, I'm gonna do something with my mic. Okay. So I'm gonna test out how quiet I can get while I can still hear me. Okay. Huh? Whoa, okay. Guys, oh. Delete. Alright, there we go. No more noise gate. Why be quiet? I'm trying to like fix my mic so you guys also can hear when I go quiet. And when I go down here and I talk real low. Because before, if I was this quiet, right? You wouldn't be able to hear it. So if I have quiet reactions, it would have just been silence for you guys. And we can't have that in a game like this. So quiet. The world's quietest Let's Play. No SMR. Nemi. Nemi, do you still want me to do that boyfriend ASMR thing? Like that failure boyfriend ASMR thing? Do you still want me to do that? Yeah. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. I think you should. Maybe one day. You should make an audiobook. Many people have asked me to. One day I'll apply. I need to apply for jobs soon though. It's just I've been a little bit stressed due to it being, the holiday season and all that. So, oh yeah, the boyfriend ASMR. I won that too, but not here. Not with Stanley Parable. I'm gonna try and rizz up the narrator. Record your stories and upload them. I mean, yeah. Yeah, yes, when they're done. Like, I'm still writing the first Deathwalker. I'm on chapter 4 now. So... Narrator, hehehe. Nemi... Calm down. I closed the door! The fan art, dude. Oh, I don't even want to know about the fan art of the narrator. People hear sexy voice and they draw absolutely diabolical shit. I've seen some spicy art of the narrator. Oh, that reminded me. I started playing when winds, like where winds meet. And my character got an absolutely crazy face based on my voice. It is like top 10 hottest men. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know how the fuck it got that face based off my voice.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Hey, it was on my left.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
It was on my left, guys. I just turned around. Left is not a cardinal direction. I'm gonna try every door. One of them has to give! One of them!
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I love drinking. I can't just spawn cans.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Super worth it. I think this was a great
Stanley's
use of my
obsession
time.
with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
I'll show you why everyone left. Don't get coy with me, narrator.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Sippy sippy indeed. The first door on his left? No. This is more interesting.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm not getting paid to follow you around, narrator. I don't get paid enough for this. I'm gonna go where I want. Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. Yeah, chat, stop lying. You heard the sign. Why is this in a corporate building, may I ask? Le gasp. Me? Lie? Never. Vent access for trained employees only. Climb at your own risk. What's lying? You're not paid at all. Truth. Truthing.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
No.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone
No.
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her. That can't possibly be true. I'm the
This
most
is it,
bitchless
Stanley.
person on the
Your
planet.
chance to redeem yourself.
There's no
to
shot.
put your work aside. To let
Her
her
who
back
indeed?
into your life. She's been waiting.
Oh, she's been waiting, chat. She's been waiting for me all her life. I'm going back. Oh, 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 oh. Take the plunge. You won't die. I believe you, Issa. Nemi out here perpetuating lies. This is crazy. What is this? Guys, should I take the plunge? Should I take the plunge? She also never lied a day in her life. Come on now. We allowed you to share such misinfo. I should never have brought up the lying poster. My whole chat is gonna be like, I always tell truths, and he always tells lies. Have you tried jumping? You can't jump. I have tried, yeah. Well, goodbye, cruel world!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I'm so powerful. Oh, we're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Except the computers that are
Stanley
very much
went
turned
around
on.
touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a
The end
single
is never the end,
difference.
is never the end, is
Nor
never
did
the
it
end, is never the end,
advance
is never the
story
end,
in
is
any
never the end,
way.
is never the end, is never the end. Okay. I got it. I understand. Gotta turn off every computer. I have a computer prejudice. Awaiting input. What? What? Input received. Has he gotten to the closet yet? No, we literally just started. Just realize you're Issa, by the way. My brain is so out of this world. It's alright, creature. Do I feel the similarity to Slay the Princess? I mean, kinda. Like, similar gimmick with the, playing through the same events thing. Went to stay out for karaoke, so yeah.
When Stanley
fair.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I
This
never was
not
good
the
with my
correct
left
way
and
to the
right.
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
In 2.5 hours?
Wow.
Oh, well, I'm probably still gonna be
Yes,
streaming by that time.
This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
He's saying
Thank
different
goodness
stuff.
Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
You're so right, narrator son. I wanna edge the table. I wanna see if I can like glitch my way on top of the table.
Really, really worth it being here in the
I got
room.
up!
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Okay, fine. Better not get myself
Stanley's
stuck.
obsession, but at last he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No. I want to see where this route goes.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
This is a pretty... Wait! I can for sure get down there! Wait, no. Okay, he wants me to go through this door. He wants me to go through this door. I don't want to go through that door. Okay, I'm gonna kill myself again. We're gonna speedrun back here, and I'm gonna hop off.
Prove that he is in control of the story, and no one gets to tell him what to do.
I get it.
Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Great. Okay. Speedrun!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
Don't spoil
first,
anything,
just
Cass.
to admire it.
As I said, I know nothing.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about? But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, that door's cringe. Doesn't even have a number on it.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No. You're gaslighting me about a woman that doesn't exist. How could I trust you? Danger everywhere. Well, this is ominous.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'm a little colorblind. I'm sorry.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh. I knew you were colorblind. We're not bringing this up again, Issa. I'm telling Reese, I was making a joke. I was making a joke, Reese. Issa, I was making a joke. God damn it. Yeah, no spoilers, no backseating. This game works best if you figure it out on your own. Yeah, exactly, Numi. I'm not colorblind. We did a colorblind test 2 fucking streams ago. It's not even been a week. It was last Monday. I got 100% on everything. Are vampires colorblind? Right, vampire bit.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
You can't fool me, narrator. The only red after all. No. There's blue. There's blue.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley.
Yes!
You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
This feels like if Kane from the Amazing Digital Circus, like, had a narrative that he had explicitly planned out from the beginning, and whenever they went off the rails, he's gonna be like, no, and then changes the world around them.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was
Yes.
it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
I wanted a
Tell you
FNAF
what,
1
Let me take a
remake.
stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
No, I want to go through the right door again. Oh. I'm being gaslit. What? No. Let me out! Let me out! No! Please rate your experience.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
1.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that?
I love
guess it
pressing
isn't my
buttons.
place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Huh? Are these actual stats? Was there a bot? If so, thank you for... Stanley is that... Oh, me. You're objectively ranked 9,320th out of 9,320 players worldwide. 28 world players. Why not ask some friends for help?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
I agree.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
No.
Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's
We're
a very
getting
meaningful
closer to
game,
the FNAF
all
1
about
remake,
the
chat.
desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice.
We're
But of
moving in the
course,
right
the
direction.
message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
But I like chaos.
You heartless bastard. Did you
I
do
hate
it because you
kids.
hate babies or purely to spite me?
Both.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Oh.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh. Guys.
Aha!
I'm
Fascinating.
playing Firewatch
What do you think this game
now.
is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort
Watchtower,
of twisted,
dude.
erotic purpose.
Watchtower, not Creep
Yes,
Tower.
that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity.
We are still
So
getting
far,
closer
I
to
love
FNAF.
everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Hey, don't talk about erotic adventures and then say come. It's pretty wild for your first proper round. I mean, are most people rebellious on their first run? Because I've been nothing but. I've been a little bastard. Let me see. National Forest of Wyoming? I'm in Wyoming? Ew! 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 Gross! About the catwalk until much later. I see. Lookout Cookbook. What does this say? Can't see it. This is... Looks like father and daughter picture. Yo, the cool ass! Yo! I love the failed attempts. At least we got one cool ass in there. This game is so 90s. Oh, silly game. Wyoming doesn't exist. So true. So true. Alright, fine, dude. Fine. I wonder if there's another way to commit scoopicide while we're here. Keeping your propane tanks outside doesn't exactly seem safe to me. But okay. Crazy Fortnite build.
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
What? What do you mean?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off.
No!
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
I see a hole in the
Really
wall.
wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any...
A hole in the wall.
Thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay,
No, I
I'm
don't
going to
think
get
we
us
are.
out of here. Let's find another game.
No, this game was
Preferably
good.
Something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
I'm being gate kept from peak.
I think this will be just the thing.
Rocket League?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Watch me do.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must.
Sports
okay, Stanley,
ball.
here's the ball. Have fun.
Copyright infringement, the video game. But little does he know, I am the ball. Zoom. Goal.
What are you doing?
What? I was looking away. I didn't notice the hole. Oh shit.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Wrench. No, seriously, we disabled it. Awarded for getting any of the other achievements as your first. I got an achievement for not getting the basic follow the instructions achievement. How do you find find new places in the game? I'm a ball. Wee. Wee. I know, right? I'm so smart. He would have taken you to FNAF 1 if you waited longer, trust. I doubt it. Oh, shit! Half-Life 2? You carry too much doubt, Toby. Stop it. No. Is this a horror game? I don't know. I didn't look at the tags. I think it definitely has horror elements. It's the Tales from the Gas Station of the video game. Oh, I'm in like a rundown version of the complex. Nope. Nope. I don't trust the light at the end of the tunnel. I think the narrator actually gave up on me. Backrooms? For real. I thought that was a face for a second. I thought that texture in the center of my screen right now, I thought that was a face. Like, actually almost got goosebumps from that. I was like, oh god. Alright, I'll walk back. I'll walk on back. Is that a brain scan? It is deathly silent. It is so silent, there's no audio at all. No ambience whatsoever. I'm getting back to my office. Did I get experimented on? What is this? FNAF? FNIF.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back.
Oh,
There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
He's a villain.
I can wait.
Yaoi maxing? What is that supposed to mean, Nemi? I'm back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So I'm sure that was the end of a route, where to get to a different route, he needs me. Okay, Grams, let's get you to bed. I'm pretty sure, like, if I just do one different thing, then it's gonna take me on a different route. But where do I want to make that change? Is my question. You know? Because we've reached the end of one route. So we shouldn't do what we just did again. But we can do some of it again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
This is where I'm going to make my change.
I'm not your
I'm going to
enemy,
go
really,
the first route that I
realize that
instinctively
investing
went
your
down.
trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is
And we're gonna
that
see
the
where that
story
takes
has been
us.
about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
This is
to
ominous.
reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I can't interact with stuff anymore.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
Get
All
back,
right, now,
fictional
I want you
woman!
to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No, fuck you.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Okay, buddy. No need to speak with so much rasp and authority, you piece of shit. I can play by my own rules just as well. Whatever you say, Nemi, stop. Nemi, stop. Fine. Fine, narrator, fine. I will enter your humble abode. This better be good for me.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh. Press M on your keyboard. No. No. No, no, no. No, I don't. No, I don't think I will. N. B. V. C. X. Z. A. L. K. J. H. G. F. D. S. A. Q. W. E. R. T. Y. U. I. O. P. O. Okay, fine.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Alt F4 was clever, actually. Press. Doesn't work. It doesn't work. Wait, no, I did it wrong. I just clicked F4. Didn't work. Didn't do anything. Never mind. All right, man. All right. Fine. H.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Oh, am I like your
Now he's
dog,
pushing
huh,
buttons.
narrator? Am I like
Now
your fucking
he's
dog?
eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Woof. Bark. Chat. Chat, please. You're better than this. Surely. Surely you're better than this. Bark for us, Toby. Have you seen the name of the channel you're watching? Do you even know who I am? I ain't no dog. I'm not gonna bark. Wait, that made me sound like a furry. God damn it. I'm not a cat. Okay. Let me out, bitch. God damn it. God damn it. I've ruined everything for me. I'm not a furry, chat. You're not gonna get me to do furry shit. It's not happening. I'm not letting you have this power over me. You're not the narrator.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
Expedition?
Fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
My PFP is a smiling white cat with a top hat creature. That is what my profile picture is on Twitch. On Discord, it is Virgil smiling weirdly from Devil May Cry. Totally not a cat with a top hat. Listen. Just because my mascot, quote unquote, is an anthropomorphic cat who wears a tuxedo suit with a top hat does not make me a furry. It does not make me a furry. Just because my online presence is show through. God damn you, chat. Not a furry, okay? I'm not a furry. My character would look out of place in my character would look out of place in Zootopia. It's not the same. Denial is a river in Egypt. God damn you, Nemi. All right, buddy. Still on the doubting stage. I get you. What's your problem with furries, bro? I have no problem with furries. I'm just not one.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
To prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
To tell your kids a story. I don't have any kids. What the fuck?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
H, to tell your wife you love her.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Please press a G to go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen.
This game literally just
stop.
feels like
Here, watch this. Stanley, the
if
next time the
Kane
screen asks you
from
to
the
push a button,
from the Amazing
do
Digital
not
Circus had
do it.
spite. Like, please press Z to be at work in the morning. It literally just feels like if Kane developed spite. Which is great. I love it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Please press X to question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
He was crashing out. What the fuck? You know what? Let's play. This is different. Okay, this route is not over. I thought it was over.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is not my workplace.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's play with his heartstrings a bit. Oh, the blinding white light of Jesus. Holy shit.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not alter without consulting the whiteboard manager. Rip France. Office party! Yeah! too tired for an office party. Shit sucks. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Charts. Charts and slides. Slides. Number of slides on this slide. Rate at which charts on the same slide depicts the same information. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please, no more charts. Please, I'm begging. Stop. The Boss Appreciation Minute. On your Boss Appreciation Minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill out solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined toward conflict unless you're the kind... What's your dream for the future? Nature, talk radio, mitosis... Mitosis? Transcend? Metamorphosis? Tips for not getting fired. Talk less. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no expectation of promotion or recognition. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball you up inside. Take it out passively aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not... Okay. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic on the header and throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure a calm and productive work environment. What do you want? Things? Happy feelings. Violet James, you were fired. Money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs? Graphs about things plus money. We have our new product. The stock market is somewhere here. Colored in the segment. Stripes! Requires more secondary research. What is hot? Target demographic, teenagers. What? Profits. Is this a game about God? Did you trick me into playing a game about God? Telephone dictionary. Bi-quarterly post-review review. We need hopeless? We need hopeless reviews. 402 plus 405. Want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. But I think that's a stupid idea. More watercolors, more water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net, some sort of child trap, a lot of percent. Spare between the teenagers. Teenagers, size of demographic. Throw something in the ideas bin. 10 no more bins, trash cans. 20 renaming of the ideas bin. 30 fixing of me for ideas bin. Recycle. It's a recycling bin. So ideas just get recycled over and over and over again. At this point, I'm getting into like the environmental storytelling. Firing of me, yes. Kafka mention? I'm so confused. To do. Synergize core value expenditures. Shift global market parade. Monetize free to play. This game wasn't free. I paid money for this. I feel scammed. Quarterly pie chart profits. Help. I'm opposed to it. Not much I can do for you, buddy. Target. push for funding for R&D of for new coffee machines. Standardized graphs, 40x wide. Not cost efficient. Okay. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Oh, that's why you want me to go in the closet, isn't it? The Metamorphosis is a book written by Franz Kafka. Uh-huh. There's also another book called Metamorphosis, which is definitely not written by Franz Kafka, and probably is about something very different. Synergize papers. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire a paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topic of... Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda. Items right next to today's agenda. Reflect. Employee 427, 405, 491, 416, 431. Gym. So, maybe they're all out partying. You know? Maybe they're all out partying. You know, office party. Mm-hmm. And I didn't get the memo that there was a party in store. 417, not 427. Pretty sure I read 417, but okay. I might have written or said 417. Broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I need to find him. There
was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
You say that, but you couldn't get the last guy out of the broom closet. So here I am.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Yeah! What's the problem? What's the big deal, man? I'm exploring myself internally.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing around doing nothing?
Yes.
Why?
I'm enjoying it.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I'm enjoying myself. I'm having fun, narrator guy.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
There was another guy who was in the broom closet. There was literally... You did mention it. You made the game world. You wrote that there was another guy here in the broom closet.
This is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
That's exactly how I type. If we've ever chatted in DMs, you know that's exactly how
Stanley
I type.
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Oh, I got Nepo babied.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Great. Love it. He's so right. He's so right.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
If I had a face cam, I would have face planted into my keyboard for the bit right there. I would have done it.
This computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in
my
video
chip bag.
gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
This is peak.
All right.
This
When
is
you've done
absolute
that,
cinema. I
just
need a
step out
snack
into
for
the
this.
hallway.
Narrator's not human? Of course he is. How dare you say he's not human? He's real to me! Kind of chips? Oyster Pops. I know they were technically, like, marketed as a kid's snack, but they go crazy hard. Peak indeed. Narrator! Hello! Do you have more to say to me? I'm enjoying my chips and you're not even here to be entertaining. I missed the narrator already. Am I not good enough for you, Nemi? Am I not good enough? Do I not supply with enough entertainment? Are you not entertained? No? Are you the narrator? I could be. I could be. No. Yeah, of course I could. Easily I could. I just go to the person who made the game, put on a British accent, and be like, put me in the game, and I'm the narrator. I could. Easy. That's not lie, Toby. I could so do it. You guys have no faith. You guys have no faith in my acting ability. This is crazy. You guys hate me for real. Absolutely not. Let's get that ego in check. No. No, I don't think I will. I have no ego, guys. What are you talking about? Be your British self, buddy. Alright, why not? We need to knock this guy down a peg or two. Why? Why? Why would you do that? We're just here to enjoy a good, calm gaming experience. And you're telling me that I can't do the fucking job, huh? You're telling me, like, the narrator, he tells me, first of all, he tells me that I am not able to follow instructions. I would say that is preposterous. Because it's not that I have an inability to follow instructions, it's that I actively follow the opposite. You are not a narrator. I'm not trying to be the narrator, I'm trying to be my own narrator. I am the narrator of this stream, Nemi. If you really think about it, I'm not the narrator of the game, sure. But I'm the narrator of this stream. Not the I'm so flabbergasted I can't type. Why would you do this to me, Toby? You're not an old British man in glasses wearing yellow. No, I would never wear yellow. Yellow is an ugly color. Fucking hate yellow. Yellow is terrible. That's harsh. No, it's not. Look, asp. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yellow is a nice color to wear. I love yellow. Creature. Not to bash on yellow too much. But it is the color of this here water bucket for the floor mop. Look at my name. What color is this? Is mustard. It's mustard. Sorry, Toby, you have no taste, Toby. Shit. Yeah, let's get this guy. Still yellow. True. Mustard yellow. Mustard. Okay, fine. The bit is over.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Oh, he actually thought it was dead at the keyboard.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I can't. Too late. But I can't go down. A note.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation.
Thank you, Cass.
His co-workers weren't actually gone.
You saved us from a travesty in the chat. For a travesty in the chat.
And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
I think the narrator has lost his mind.
And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain beyond a doubt that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job.
Made it through a door.
Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
I'm not okay. Oh, so I was like stuck here. Just
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh. Great. Good lord.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
No, it's not.
Mariella
This story is about Stanley, my boy.
Rose got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular
he's
day,
dead.
her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life.
She's obviously doing something a lot more important, creature. Also, hello, Zed.
Staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
All right, we go again. How was the Hamilton stream? What did Hamilton do? Wait, did you watch Hamilton, or are we making fun of Hampton? Everyone's vocals was amazing. Oh, okay, makes sense. No, they watched Hamilton.
When
yeah,
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. Giddy but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Sure, actually. Let's do that.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
So it's like a car garage.
It's, left.
No.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
He's already messing with me and I don't like it.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Fucking get the script in order, man.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left,
Stupid narrator
down,
doesn't even fucking
left,
understand
right.
where he is should be in the script,
yes.
bro.
I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Fine, I believe you. This is an ominous truck. Oh. Sorry. Sorry for the sneeze. Thank you. Curse thee. Curses be upon you. Thank you for the tissue, Issa. Thank you too, Nemi. Thank you, creature. Thank you, everybody. Curse be upon thee, Cos. You shall know nothing but divine retribution for the rest of thine life.
No, 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 no.
FNAF!
Right, it's
FNAF!
not supposed to be here yet.
We're
This is all a
FNAFing!
Spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to Oh,
I'm
who
Ginger.
am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole
Thank you,
story
Mocha.
completely unusable. How about rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track.
Wait,
Okay.
those are the
From
platforms
top.
that the original Stanley Parable ended on, isn't it? I remember it being like platforms with like office settings on them. I might be wrong about that though. I'm already cursed, I'm Ginger. Yeah, fair enough.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
It's
a
almost
memo.
ultimate custom night. Oh, good lord. This is still the original? I mean, yeah, but it's hyper expanded upon, so it's basically a different game. And they have different Steam listings. You haven't seen any of the new content yet. Fair enough.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh, he's gonna let me pick. I'm gonna go here. Inner guilt. Everyone knows
I'll
what you
say
did.
it. This is
You're
the
just holding
worst
back to
adventure
let you
I've ever been
torture
on. I can
yourself.
promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
I'm gonna
Well, I find it
screenshot this.
unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Fuck! I didn't get to do it. He kept yapping.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I
Oh.
might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
No. One of these doors have to let me... One of these walls have to not have collision. This one's not turned on anymore. There are more doors than I remember there being.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Hope the black tea will help me ruin my sleep schedule. Bro.
No,
I don't know.
wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I don't know why you would want to have such a bad sleep schedule. Well, that's a lie. You told me. You told me. I do know why, but like... Mocha, please.
Now this, well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't
place
quite
looks
recall,
very
but I believe
flammable.
my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Let's go! I win! We
A lot of
won!
hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
I Luigi'd.
Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
No. No.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Oh. Oh, you're not gonna say anything, narrator. You don't trust yourself anymore. All right then. Oh, someone playing solitaire.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yes! Yeah! Hell yeah, brother! This is very festive. This music is great. Wait, what? Wait. Because I came back here. This door's open now. can walk on the wall. Do they think I'm a spider? The Riddler. I think I was real creative with this adventure line, didn't I? I feel so adventurous, guys. Can't get under there, dude. I'm too big. May I just ask, does the Stanley Parable have a definite ending? Or is it just a bunch of different routes that you can take until you're, like, done? Mentally? No? Okay. Good to know. I want to get to a point that feels like a natural conclusion before I end, though. Like a more natural conclusion. Monthly ledgers, corporate imbalances, consolidation reports, annual reviews, departmental accounts. This is getting out of hand. This is getting... What? 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 He's messing with my head.
Cut the music, go back, and look at that fern.
No.
The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
We're back in FNAF land.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, give me the music back. I tried to become the music. I know I can't do all the instrumentation. Like, I tried my best. You don't have to get every ending before you stop, but there's definitely a few where I'm like, okay, that's a must witness. Fair enough. I mean, I'm probably going to play this game on stream more than once. I don't promise to get every ending that the game has to offer. But I'll probably play it on stream again sometime. Like maybe on Monday. Not gonna stop yet. We haven't been going for 2 hours.
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply
like
start
40 plus.
wandering
Oh my
in,
God.
well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Well, I guess it's not the 101 or like 130 different routes that you can get in like Slay the Princess. if like the goddess at the end supposedly gives you the right like the true answer on how many routes that game has. At least that game does, so you can't do the same route twice. I don't know if this game is like that. Like, I don't know if this game does, so you can't do the same route twice. Like with Slay the Princess, you are eventually going to finish it. You are eventually going to have done everything, and the game would be over. No matter how long that takes. I don't know if this game is like that, though.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I don't know.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley.
You
I'd also like
trademarked.
to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Oh, I made a
How
mistake.
important
I
we
should have gone
mustn't
back the
squander
other way because
opportunity. In fact, I
not
believe I need a
following the
minute to
line
think
would
here.
be like
Just walk in
acknowledging
circles for a
its
minute.
existence.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley,
Logic!
our destiny awaits.
Sorry, got a bit turned around. You've been playing the confusion ending for
hold on, what's this?
19 minutes.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Narrator's
That's
gone.
really how all this goes?
After a long time,
It's all
Stanley dies.
Determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in
All right,
some
grab a
way
seat.
that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
That got me. I didn't jump, but like the hairs on the back of my neck fucking stood up at the sound of that alarm.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started. And if it did,
That's
it stopped
new.
shortly after.
That's new.
Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
The ending is not done.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic, like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile. At
What?
last, proof that he was human.
Got up on the desk again.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Is this new going through straight? No.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might... Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
I will. Actually, guys, I have to use the bathroom. So we're going to be AFK in the closet for a bit. I'll be right back. So, how are my closet enjoyers doing? Oops, I hit the wrong thing. Hello, chat. Hello. Oh my god. Bro. You still have that gif? Oh my god, yeah, I never removed it. Alright, 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 alright.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh shit! Shit! Wait, no, that's the boss's. Huh? We can all be Nemi. Executive bathroom. Oh. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Profound. Can I flush the toilet? I can't even use it. But what if I need to shit? What if I need to jizz? Yeah, the new, The Amazing Digital Circus episode was the only one I didn't have any problems with. It's the best episode by far in the entire season, in my opinion. Like, literally perfect. Considering what, like, the premise of the show is. Like, everything that has led up to it, like, I've had my nitpicks here and there. I've never outright disliked the show. Never. But, like, this time, now, like, with the 7th episode was, like, going a bit crazy here in this office building. Like, this elevator ride is uncomfortably long, you know. The Toby-ness. I don't know who Toby is. Who's Toby? What are you talking about? Did you see the weather we're having? Wonderful and white. Whoa. Didn't mean it like that. Just saying the world outside is a white void. Seems like God ran out of budget for the rest of the planet. Compared to this here office space. God could definitely have done better than this, wouldn't you agree? Some increasingly some very glowy papers. To me, it feels like the elevator of the IKEA where I buy my candles. The elevator is very odd. Interesting. We didn't go anywhere at all. Very long ride ending. It just stopped playing.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
This door is a bit big. You and your candles, Mocha. So true. On the seminar, we had an option to decorate candles, and I secretly did too, just to get the candles for free. I even got the other one from someone who didn't want theirs. Jesus Christ. Your love for something that gets burned away is truly inspiring. Could actually send those pics in art. Don't use the art channel. Use the new one. I've just forgotten to delete the old one. Don't use that one, please. I'll delete it after stream. Here's the new art channel. Thank you. I'm bad streamer, man. Yo, one should stay. No, we need to modernize. Oh, now it's actually
Descending
loading.
deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think
deleted.
for himself,
Oh,
to question the nature
me.
of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred?
Why
to him?
though?
This
Convenience
question
and
would not
like
go unanswered
ease
for
of.
long.
It's just easier because okay. Actually, I'm gonna pause to explain. The reason why we did it was so we could have a thing where if people wanted to just go in and look at the art, they could do that and they could discuss the art individually instead of it being in a chat room where you would have to scroll quite far between each piece of art. Or it would get muddled in like unrelated text messages. That's why we wanted the art thing so we could have everything be more streamlined and focused. Fair? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now you get the reason.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, I remember. That's where Markiplier walked in, I think. No, I'm not gonna. No.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Well, of course.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
The fact that I hesitated as well. It's a long fall. I will actually turn back and I'll try and take the elevator back up. Not down we go. No, no, no. This is a very long corridor.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
If light is on, call external 914 immediately.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up.
Silly me.
Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out. Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
I'm not paying attention. I don't care for you to glaze me. I did see the logo. It looked cool. It looks very cool. Ah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 3, 9. All right, fine. I'll go back down.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this? Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Huh?
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for. Nope. Still on board with death?
Yep. Still on board.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Actually, a game that you can play with one hand, though. I'm just playing with my mouse right now. Oh! I'm alive!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched
Half-Life
closer
3?
to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
This thing is actually terrifying.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh! I truly feel like I'm being brainwashed.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Greek architecture.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Stanley's computer. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development. Through the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. The two doors. The set of the two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. That makes it sound like this game happened on accident. Like, they had this thing where it was like, oh, you have to follow the narrator. They had a room with two doors, and then we're like, but what if they both opened? And that idea sprung out into what the game eventually became. At least that's how I read that sentence. I might be wrong. But it does make it sound like the direction the game ended up taking was almost accidental in a way. The office. It's being meta? Well, of course it is. But that doesn't stop the developers from, like, giving actual information about the game and their process. Filing cabinets. Office computers. Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Is this a Swedish game? Did I get tricked into playing another game made by a Swedish studio? Because those names look very Swedish. I think so. God damn it. Kevin Brighting as the narrator. Underground. An early version of the underground portion of the game. How do I only manage to get here at the end? Sobs. Credits. The game doesn't technically have an ending. I could continue, Reese, but I'm sorry. This does feel appropriate as to where to end it off.
Back to where he was supposed to be in the story. When Stanley came to the lift, he traveled upward to the power source at the top of the facility to end this injustice forever.
What? Narration outtakes. Kevin
Then he
Brighting,
pushed the
the
number
voice of the
4.
narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that
Stanley
were
walked
not
over the
used in the
bridge.
final game. The team is from around the world. Fair enough.
Where were all of his co-workers? Oh, I don't know. How about they're throwing us...
Freedom ending. This was the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. I didn't get there. Countdown desk. One of the desks from an early version of the countdown ending. I feel like I'm getting spoiled on the endings here. Now that I've gotten to the credits / ending of the game, quote unquote. Countdown room. Yeah, I was never in there. Zending model. The Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the 4th version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. The game is now paused. Begin the game again. Resume the game. Options. Return menu. Escape menu. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Fortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is preparing a new version of the Stanley Parable. I'm not gonna read all this stuff because it's stuff that I haven't seen yet. Oh, he is just coming money. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. From Quakester. Subject question. Your narrator. How do you stay in shape? Michael the Shock Martin. Michael the Rock Martin. Gay. Are you gay? Is that where it's gonna end? Regarding the game in the works, dear narrator, I appreciate the previous Standing Parable game is the work of art and standalone title. I appreciate the credit given to the art, which is why I'm okay. Never mind. I'm gonna not read those. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011, the second in March 2012, and the third in February 2013. And that's the one we have in the game today.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do...
No, it wouldn't be my true choice because she's telling me to do it.
Choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
I'll let time. Well, that seems like an appropriate way to end this. That seems like a very appropriate way to end this stream. That felt like an actual ending. Nice short stream, yeah. Not the 6-hour extravaganza from yesterday, but honestly, I need a break from that. You made it through stream, Mocha! Let's go! Let's go! Congrats! So, I will play this game again. It will probably not be the Monday stream. It will probably not be the Monday stream. It might be... I might play this again. When is Jonas back? First after Christmas. He's home for the holidays and he doesn't have his computer with him. So first after Christmas. Next stream, I kind of want to do something else than play the Stanley Parable. Not that I don't want to keep playing this game. I absolutely do. I just want to have something else, you know, so we don't do the same thing twice in a row, you know? And then maybe on the next stream on Friday, we will pick up the Stanley Parable again. This was more grab bag? No. I have You might not enjoy the plan. Okay. Okay, we might do grab bag. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just lacking games to grab in the bag, you know? Me who, like, because, like, grab bag streams. I don't want a repeat of the Signalis situation. You know? Where something that was supposed to be done in one stream. And then it turned into 2 streams that were upwards of 8, almost 9 hours in length. Gotta play In the Stars in time. I've also been thinking of playing One Shot. The problem with that game is, like, I think I need to play that one stream. Because I'm pretty sure if you quit the game, you lose. Like, if you stop playing, you lose. So in Stars in Time, not in the When I say "and" quickly, Cass, I don't pronounce the D. I read it correctly. I just didn't fully enunciate everything. But yeah, maybe either we'll do grab bag or we do one shot next stream. Depends on, like, how much time I'm truly gonna have, because one shot it's an RPG. It can take a fair amount of time, and I can't quit it. Like, when I boot up that stream, I have to finish the game in that stream. So, yeah, but it would be a good stream game. Would be a very good stream game. So, I'm pretty sure you can quit. There's literally an ending where if you quit the game, you boot it back up and you fail. Because she tried to figure out the thing on her own, and she failed without your help. Ugh. I don't know. I also don't know much about One Shot. I watched one video about it, like, couple years ago. So, but oh well. We'll see what happens on Monday. Alright. I will see you all around. Thank you all so much for watching this short little stream and having fun. So yeah. Bye bye everybody. See you around. Bye bye.